Hello, hi, hey, welcome to my Unfiltered YouTube channel where you are encouraged to be the unfiltered version of yourself. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe so we can be free and unleashed together. Celebrities, wealthy people, and religious leaders being awarded honorary doctorate degrees from colleges across America has caused much controversy. What exactly is an honorary degree? What is its purpose? And why are colleges handing out more and more unearned degrees each year? Watch this video to learn more about the history behind honorary degrees, their purpose and uses, as well as to learn about some of the celebrities and religious people who have been awarded such unmerited degrees. Honorary degrees are said to acknowledge individuals for outstanding achievement and contribution to society. Honorary religious degrees are said to be conferred upon distinguished pastors, evangelists, ministers, and other Christian leaders of public servants who have made significant contributions to their respective fields or for the extension of God's kingdom. Honorary degrees are not earned in the same way as the students who have put in the academic work for over a multi-year span. Instead, it is presented by the school to its recipient for recognition of the work that they have completed elsewhere. The definition of recognizable work can be anything that a college or university chooses.
Honorary?
The practice of colleges and universities awarding honorary degrees is far from being a new trend or fad. The practice dates back to the Middle Ages when, for various reasons, a university might be persuaded or otherwise see fit to grant exemption for some or all of the usual statutory requirements for the award of a degree. In the 13th century, the requirements for a doctoral degree became much more rigorous in Europe, which caused the title of doctor to gain much more power. Citizens who gained doctoral degree became members of the nobility, similar to the level of knighthood. In 1478, the first honorary degree was given in England by Oxford University to Lionel Woodville. Lionel Woodville is known for being the head of the Cathedral Church of St. Peter and even more recognized as the brother-in-law of King Edward IV. Instead of requiring Woodville to complete the tests and classes needed to fulfill the degree requirements, Oxford gave this wealthy and well-connected nobleman the title so that Oxford could curry favor and get attention from other members of nobility and receive more money. It was clearly an attempt to honor and obtain the favor of a man with great influence, writes one historian, and for Oxford, the move paid off. Shortly after awarding Woodville with the doctorate degree, Woodville was offered and accepted a post as the chancellor of the university. The chancellor of a university is said to be a high and noble position that is responsible for overseeing the overall operation of the university system, unlike the role of the president of the university, who is responsible for managing the day-to-day operations of a single university. Throughout the 16th and the 17th century, prestigious institutions like Oxford would don hundreds of other men, all of whom were members of the noble elite with similar degrees. In 1642 alone, some 350 doctorates were doled out by Charles I, many of which were directly to members of his court. Meanwhile, in North America, Harvard University was in the midst of promoting Chris Mather, an influential Puritan pastor, to president of the university. In 1692, just days before his appointment, Harvard instantaneously bestowed Mather with the doctorate of sacred theology, a degree for which other candidates had to study a minimum of 5 years to obtain. This was the beginning of a long, steady procession of honorary doctorates at America's most prestigious institutions. Between 1700 and 1900, more than 200 different types of degrees were awarded, ranging from Bachelors of Arts, Masters of Arts, and PhD titles, which came with all the benefits of earned degrees, to the LLD, Divine Doctor of Law, which was strictly ornamental and was not meant to insinuate academic prowess. Nonetheless, recipients of the latter often still considered themselves deserving of the title. Nearly all modern-day honorary degrees awarded by universities are one of the following: Doctor of Letters, Doctor of Humane Letters, Doctor of Science, Doctor of Divinity, Doctor of Music, or the most commonly given, Doctor of Laws. However, these specially categorized degrees, which are technically classified as honoris causa, Latin phrase meaning for the sake of the honor, are not real degrees, and as such supposedly comes with limitation. Most importantly, recipients are generally discouraged from referring to themselves as doctor, and are told that such degrees should be listed as an award instead of an educational degree. Universities that award honorary degrees attempt to make this clear by posting a variation of the following phrase on their website. Honorary graduates may use the approved post-nominal letters. It is not customary, however, for recipients of an honorary doctorate to adopt the prefix doctor. Florida Atlantic University made the following statement: "In no instance will the recipient of an honorary doctorate from Florida Atlantic University represent the award as being an earned doctorate or an earned academic credential of any kind. This award does not entitle the recipient to use the title of doctor or append PhD or any other earned degree designation after his or her name. Inappropriate use of the award could result in its withdrawal by the action of the president and the provost with the input of the university faculty senate honors and awards committee." Against recommendations, it turns out, though, recipients of honorary degrees have been known to adopt the doctor title that comes with real academic scholarship. Among the ones who have adopted the doctor title are Benjamin Franklin, who received his first honorary LL.D. Doctor of Laws degree in 1753, receiving honorary doctorate degrees from 7 universities, including Harvard and Yale. Benjamin Franklin was known to strut around town pronouncing himself as Dr. Franklin, and often requested others refer to him in a similar manner. Arthur Maya Angelou, who was awarded over 50 honorary degrees from institutions around the world, she often referred to herself as Dr. Angelou, despite lacking a real doctorate degree. Mark Oppenheimer wrote in The New Republic, "Wake Forest University, where Maya Angelou taught for many years, referred to Maya Angelou as civil rights activist and Professor Dr. Maya Angelou." He added, "When I called the school to ask why it went along with this misdirection, a spokesman told me that was her choice to be called that." Similarly, software freedom activist Richard Stallman, who is a recipient of 15 such degrees, would routinely sign his emails with the title Dr. Richard Stallman and commanded the same title when he gives talks, but holds no official PhD. Tony Kornheiserman jokingly refers to himself as doctor on his ESPN show Pardon the Interruptions, and even sometimes sport a lab coat and stethoscope in light of his honorary Doctor of Letters degree from his alma mater, Binghamton University. When Charlie Day of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia fame received his honorary doctorate from Merrimack College, he quipped, "As a doctor, I plan to start writing my own prescriptions immediately." Honorary degrees can be given in 2 ways. One way is to award the deserving and under-recognized. The other is to award those in power who can bring prestige, influence, or money to an institution. The historic pattern of giving honorary degrees does not reflect well on educational institutions in the U.S. With the historic pattern of giving honorary degrees to people of high social status, colleges and universities have given more power to those who already had it. The people who traditionally gained honorary degrees were those with the means, wealth, and preliminary education to earn a regular degree from a college or university themselves. Although honorary degrees truly only have the power of honoring someone for work that an institution deems worthy of the award, when one researches through several Ivy League schools' history's database, it seems that honorary degrees are disproportionately awarded not to influential scientists, engineers, or historians, but to pop culture icons, big-name political figures, and wealthy businessmen. It is not in the least bit unusual for these popular icons to be offered more than one honorary degree. Most U.S. presidents have upwards of 10 apiece. George H.W. Bush has 32. Elizabeth Dole has 40. J.K. Rowling has 7, 1 for each of her Harry Potter books. Meryl Streep, the acclaimed actress, has more honorary diplomas than Oscars. Oftentimes, universities will offer celebrities like Oprah Winfrey and Taylor Swift honorary degrees in return for speaking at the commencement ceremony. Over the years, commencement speakers have become such a centerpiece at graduation ceremonies. Some speeches are so memorable we can quote them at will. President John F. Kennedy addressed the graduates of American University on June 10, 1963. Our most basic common link is that we all inhabit this small planet. We all breathe the same air. We all cherish our children's future, and we are mortal. It should be noted, however, that commencement speakers don't always receive honorary degrees. Awardees can receive honorariums in lieu of an honorary degree, or vice versa, or they can get both. In 2015, the University of Houston paid actor Matthew McConaughey $135,000 plus personal expenses to deliver the commencement address. He did not receive an honorary degree. The same held true for former New York City Mayor Rudy Giuliani, who pocketed $75,000 to deliver High Point University's commencement address in 2005 without receiving an honorary degree. However, in 2006, journalist Katie Couric earned $110,000 when she spoke at the University of Oklahoma's commencement, along with receiving an honorary degree. The university received a considerable amount of flack in return, even though the funds came from private sources. In 2011, writer Toni Morrison took home $30,000 and an honorary doctorate of letters for delivering Rutgers University's commencement address. Rutgers University, like many institutions around the country, offers an honorarium to attract esteemed, high-caliber speakers, most of whom charge a fee, says Greg Trevor, a Rutgers spokesman. Margaret Sarlo, director of marketing at All American Entertainment, told Inside Higher Ed in 2015 that commencement speakers can range from $5,000 to $500,000. In 2011, Michael Frick, president of Speakers Platform, estimated that only 30% of colleges paid commencement speakers. In 2016, an Associated Press survey found that 16 out of 20 colleges did not pay speakers. Whether colleges choose to pay celebrity commencement speakers, many like Zachary Michael Jack, who is an associate professor of English at North Central College, believe universities should not be in the business of glorifying celebrities at graduations. In a Los Angeles Times op-ed, Jack wrote, "Commissioning costly celebrity commencement speakers sends the wrong message, especially in an era of record student debt." Jack adds that star speakers also invariably bring a cult of celebrities to what should be a humanistic rite of passage. The focus should be on the students, not the stars. But colleges' incentives to offer honorary degrees often has goals far beyond securing speeches. Some colleges have drawn criticism for paying exorbitant fees to commencement speakers and honorary degree recipients. Other colleges receive criticism for receiving sizable donations from hordes of esteemed men and women who wrote letters to elite universities requesting to be declared doctors. Despite the mounting criticism that the honorary degree made a complete utter mockery of higher education, the practice only continued to grow in popularity all the way until the 21st century. Degrees come easy for the wealthy and famous. In 1889, Charles Foster Smith, a disgruntled man who'd actually earned his PhD from Vanderbilt University, wrote a report bemoaning the practice of giving out honorary degrees. In it, he detailed that in a 10-year period alone, some 250 American universities have given out 3,728 degrees. He elaborates on his concern. The mode in which honorary degrees are conferred in this country is a sham and a shame. It is so easy to get a degree. So many men's slight acquisitions have obtained a degree. That is now the way to apply for these honors. If the secret sessions of college corporations were made public, there would be an astonishing revelation of intimation and open requests and endorsements. Members of the faculty of colleges are constantly applying to lend their influence to secure a doctorate for this person or that. In the early 2000s, Arthur E. Levine, president of Teachers College at Columbia University, admitted that honorary degrees are about two things: money and publicity. Levin told the New York Times, "Sometimes they are used to reward donors who have given money. Sometimes they are used to draw celebrities to make the graduation special. I've always viewed it as a last lesson a college can teach by showing examples of people who most represent the values the institution stands for." In 2017, Burlington Free Press writer Tim Johnson compiled a list of every University of Vermont honorary degree recipient from 2002 to 2012, then dug into the financial statements to see how much each of these individuals had contributed to the university in the decade preceding their honor. Here's what he found. Of the 60 recipients, 35 were on the record as having made donations to the university for a total of $13.6 million, even excluding one degree recipient with an outsized $9 million contribution. Tim Johnson's takeaway was that the university simply gave a degree to those who donate large sums of money. In another instance, after businessman J. Mack Robinson donated $10 million to Georgia State University Schools of Business, the school almost immediately rewarded him with a doctorate degree for his outstanding contribution to the field of business. Competition for top names is fierce. Universities send out invitations at least a year in advance for big-name honorees. At Harvard, the vast majority of its honorary degrees have been given out since 1990, and this is a school that's been around for 400 years. Whereas the university used to give out 2 or 3 honorary degrees per year, now it's more likely to award 7 or 10. Critics caution that boards of trustees need to be careful because picking the wrong honoree can come back to bite you. Just ask dozens of colleges and universities that bestowed honorary doctorates on Bill Cosby over the past 4 decades. At Yale, Cosby became the first to have his honorary degree rescinded in more than 300 years. Bill Cosby, the comedian and actor, amassed nearly 60 honorary degrees. In light of the numerous sexual assault charges, even Bill Cosby's beloved alma mater, Temple University, pulled his honorary doctorate in 2018. Although Cosby was given several honorary doctorate degrees, I must not neglect to mention that he did earn a doctorate of education from the University of Massachusetts Amherst in the 1970s. In January of 2021, the University of Rhode Island, URI, Board of Trustees voted to revoke the honorary degrees awarded to Giuliani and retired Lieutenant General Michael Flynn because of their role in helping to instigate the January 2021 attack on the U.S. Capitol. URI President Mark Parlinch and Giuliani and Flynn said URI President Mark Parlinch said Giuliani and Flynn no longer represent the highest level of our values and standards that were evident when we first bestowed the degree. Lehigh University cited a similar reason for revoking the honorary degree it had awarded to former President Donald Trump in 1988. Many others, including having gotten their honorary doctorate degrees revoked, are Steve Wynn, a casino mogul, Bill O'Reilly, a TV host, and Harvey Weinstein, former film producer. Honorary degrees was revoked for sexual misconduct. Robert Mugabe, Zimbabwe's president, honorary degree was rescinded in 2008 due to a human rights violation. Lance Armstrong, a cyclist, got his honorary degree revoked by Tufts University after allegation of using performance-enhancing drugs. By inviting celebrities to campus and granting them honorary degrees, Jack wrote, colleges make themselves vulnerable to future criticism. Many people state that colleges and universities are biased when awarding honorary degrees. Colleges and universities have seemingly awarded celebrities and wealthy people with honorary degrees more so than unsung heroes and heroines and unknown workplaces who have provided better role models. With the bias selection being more evident as we are constantly receiving news of another celebrity or religious leader receiving an honorary degree, one is left to only wonder, what is the point? Although it is quite evident to say that universities are self-aggrandizing through celebrity appearances, universities are not shy about basking in the spotlight. Universities are willing to take a big risk on awarding honorary doctorate degrees, even if it means they may in the future have to revoke them when controversies arise. Not all honorary degrees are awarded based on intellectual achievement or notable contributions to the betterment of society. Some colleges are simply in it for the publicity or to seek a quid pro quo, a favor or advantage granted or expected in return for something. Today, the conferring of unearned degrees is less of a menace to society and more of a savvy marketing opportunity. Although colleges promote that they choose to honor public figures, artists, activists, academics, and celebrities whose achievements reflect the values of the university, most of the time honorees are required to collect their doctorates in person and perhaps deliver a few remarks to the graduating class, which in return gives the colleges a lot of media exposure. There is perhaps no greater example of this than when New York's Southampton College awarded an honorary doctorate in amphibious letters to Kermit the Frog in 1996. In the aftermath, 31 newspapers picked up the story, resulting in a free marketing bonanza that raised the college's profiles and drew hundreds of new admissions. Uzama Ayogo, a 2017 graduate of Duke University, spent 3 years on Duke's Board of Trustees. Ayagu sat on the Committee of Honorary Degrees, which is charged with reviewing all nominations for honorary degrees submitted by Duke students, faculty, and staff. In a 2019 email, Ayagu wrote, "Honorary degrees serve as a way to inspire the students graduating that day. Those receiving them should be symbols of the highest achievement in various areas of human accomplishment, and graduates should feel that they can reach those heights. For those who receive them, I imagine it feels good to be recognized for a lifetime of achievement in their field." Amidst these controversies, some universities, notably Cornell, Stanford, MIT, and UCLA, choose not to participate. William Barton Rogers, the founder of MIT, regarded the practice of giving honorary degrees as literary almsgiving of spurious merit and noisy popularity. To this day, MIT does not award them. Likewise, when Thomas Jefferson founded the University of Virginia, he explicitly banned honorary degrees, fearing that they would be awarded based on political or religious enthusiasms rather than on scholarly considerations. Today, instead of awarding honorary degrees, the University of Virginia presents the Thomas Jefferson Foundation Medal, an honor that is entirely separated from any associations with a doctorate degree. Still, these universities are a minority in the vast sea of colleges that constitute the practices of doling out honorary degrees. And today, Jefferson's fears seem to be as valid as they were 200 years ago. In my opinion, honorary degrees of any kind are very misleading and disheartening to the general public. While the average American will have to incur tens of hundreds of thousands of dollars to earn a doctorate degree, it is somewhat an act of disvalue to their efforts when celebrities are simply being awarded degrees. Even though the honorary degrees are advertised to not hold the same weight as an earned degree, many of the recipients of honorary degrees have utilized the title of doctor to their advantage. For years, I did not know that Dr. Maya Angelou did not actually earn her doctorate degree. I forget how old I was when I became knowledgeable about honorary degrees. But the more I hear of celebrities and the wealthy being awarded these degrees, I see it as a marketing strategy similar to how businesses have celebrities sponsor their products. Honorary degrees to me have become synonymous to celebrities receiving high-end products for free so that they can in turn provide advertisements of some sort to the business owners or the colleges. Now, I am not trying to take away from those who have earned an honorary degree, but I just wanted to bring information on this popular topic that many may not know or understand. What are your thoughts on universities and churches awarding celebrities, wealthy people, or church leaders honorary degrees? Like, comment, and subscribe below.